Hello, this is Heisenberg.
Hey there, this is G Forever.
Yes, and we're here to review the new Bandai Movie Monster Series Godzilla action figures, including many Godzilla Store exclusives.
And we're going to show you how to buy them and also get $15 off.
And here's a box.
It's a buy box. Buy makes it easy to buy things from Japan, especially from the Godzilla store.
Yeah, and you bought a whole bunch of Bandai Movie Monster Series Godzilla action figures, the new ones from the past year or so. So we're going to show you
Correct.
all of those. But yeah,
Yep.
see, you're pointing out.
Yeah, the Godzilla store boxes.
Yeah. So inside the Bai box are the Godzilla Store boxes. And it looks like Bai also did a really good job of adding extra padding.
Yes, correct. And everything arrived safe and sound.
And we're going to show you how to use Bai, and again, get $15 off when you do it. So first, G Forever is going to show us a Godzilla Store exclusive. This is Godzilla from the Godzilla vs. Gigan Rex.
Yes, a brand new design from the animated film, Godzilla Gigan Rex version. So yeah, I think it's a really nicely done figure of Godzilla. Very cool design.
Yeah, and it's well worth checking out the animated short if you haven't seen it. So basically, for Gigan's 50th anniversary, there was this contest winner that made a animated short of Godzilla versus Gigan Rex, and we'll put a link in the description to that because it's really well done. And this is what Godzilla looks like in it.
Yes, and what's really cool about this is from what I read, the creator of the Godzilla design for this particular version, he liked the Heisei Godzilla and he also liked Shin Godzilla, so he combined the two. So you can kind of see you can kind of see the resemblance of both designs in this figure.
Oh yeah. It's a nice cross because it's sort of like it does look like a Heisei Godzilla, but with a lot of the bumpiness of Shin Godzilla.
Correct. And what's really cool is after he won the contest, Toho, I believe, gave him some extra funding, so he was able to to make it more of like a more completed film. And not only that, he was able to bring in actress Megumi Odaka to voice over in the intro, which kind of reprises her role as Miki Sagusa from the Heisei series. So we can kind of see that this is Godzilla Jr. absorbing all the radiation from his father, becoming a full Godzilla. So to kind of carry on the Heisei storyline.
Oh, very cool. So how much articulation does he have?
So it looks like we have the arms and the legs, so 4 points of articulation. Sadly, the tail does not move, and we don't know why, but I think around the 2010 era, they kind of like kept the tails glued on. I'm not sure if it's for safety reasons or if kids were like stealing the tails from the toy stores, but yeah, for some time now, Godzilla figures from Bandai no longer have tail articulation, which is disappointing.
Oh yeah. So you like the paint on him?
The paint sadly is a little lacking, but for this design it works because in the film Godzilla is very dark and silver spike, so this works pretty well. But there's no different shading. But I like the design and it's simple enough and not too expensive. So
Yeah, he's got nice yellow eyes. Oh yeah, and
yeah,
here's another recent Godzilla design. This is from Godzilla the Ride. So this is your movie monster series Godzilla the Ride, and this I
correct.
think you also bought from the Godzilla store.
Exactly. Yeah. So back then, I think the Godzilla the Ride figure was only available at the theme park and at the Godzilla store. So it was nice to be able to get this figure from the Godzilla store. What's interesting is this is a cross between the Heisei Godzilla and the legendary Godzilla. So we can see like Heisei Godzilla, being mixed with Shin Godzilla and legendary Godzilla. And you can see what the differences look like.
Yeah. They're both very fun. Yeah, very fun.
Yeah, very fun designs.
Yeah. It's glad that Bandai's still making these. Oh yeah, and here's Godzilla Rex himself, or Gigan
Oh,
Rex.
Gigan Rex. Yep.
Gigan Rex,
Very
excuse me.
red.
Oh
Very
yeah. And
red.
by the way, the prices on these, like so, the Godzilla and the Gigan Rex sold for about $32 at the Godzilla store.
Yes. Yeah. So,
Yeah, $32 each. And this
yep.
guy's looks very red.
Very red. And what's really neat is I like that kind of gun metallic, silver paint, especially on the tail, and then the gold on the claws and also the tip of the tail.
Yeah, so it also arm and leg articulation on this one.
Correct. So 4 points of articulation. But look at this. This is a cool thing. On the tip of the tail, you have one side is gold and the bottom side is silver. So that's props to Bandai for that attention to detail there. So I think the sculpt is pretty spot on from what we saw in the short film.
Oh yeah, I noticed he's got a little. Yeah, the eyes are purple, or the eye
Correct.
rather. Yeah, a
Yep.
little visor there.
The visor. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Paint is a little lacking, but at this price point, or actually just, I think in general, Bandai Godzilla figures have been lacking paint for the past years. Yep. So yeah, this one does have painted. It's have some paint on the wings, which is nice. But yeah, I think it's cool. Like, do you like this design, Heisenberg?
It's not my favorite design. I really like the animated short because it's
Yeah.
like really well done. It's like very exciting.
Yes.
This actual look of Gigan is well, so far I haven't quite warmed up to it yet,
Hmm.
but I can forgive that. I can forgive that just because
A
it's
nice,
so, yeah,
great
yeah, just because
film.
the film itself is so good.
Yeah, so I kind of agree. Like it's not the design that I would go for, but it definitely gives the definitely have that space chicken feel to it. So props to the designer for getting that. But yeah, I think maybe eventually I'll warm up to him, but at the moment I think I still like the classic Gigan and the Final Wars Gigan.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. And we're going to see the classic Gigan coming up here because, like I said, you've got lots of Bandai Movie Monster Series that, like, again, that have come out in the last year or so.
Yeah, I think the Godzilla Store really carries a lot of Bandai Movie Monster Series. And what's great is they usually restock. So
Oh, oh yeah, and they have a lot of exclusives as
they
well.
do, yes.
So yeah, so here we're going to show you all of these coming up here. Also, there's like even more coming. There's been more that's been revealed.
Yeah,
So
just
this is
announced.
yeah, Godzilla 2004 from
Yep.
Godzilla Final Wars, and also Hedorah.
2004, also from Final Wars, and Manda 2004, also from Final Wars.
Oh
And
yeah,
we also have Mechagodzilla 1993.
oh yeah. So those are coming up soon. Okay, so how do you buy this stuff and get your 15 bucks? Well, Buy's given us a special link for registering. So we'll put it in the description of this video, but we've also already put it in the description of this video about the new Godzilla Store exclusives. So let me click on that. Here's our
Yep.
video. And then let's go to the description.
Click on show more.
And here we go. This video is
Yeah.
sponsored by Bai. Get a 2,000 yen coupon when you sign up with this link. There's our link. So I'm going to click on our link.
Yep.
And here's Bai. Yay.
All right.
Yeah, register here for a special coupon. So that's how you want to
Yes.
do it. So yeah,
Yep.
you can click here and create the account. So that's what you'd want to do first. And then, but yeah, then to start using, what do we do from there, G Forever?
Yeah, so once you create an account, you want to go to the Bai homepage.
Okay, I'm going to click on the Bai logo here to go to the Bai homepage.
Yep.
Yeah, here it
All right.
is. Lots of
Yeah.
stuff for sale, not just Godzilla.
Yeah, tons of things.
Okay, so what do
So,
I do now?
yep. If you're a first time user, there's a link right there that kind of walks you through
Oh,
the
at the top.
process. Yep.
Yeah,
Mm,
okay, so I'm going to
yeah.
click on this here.
All right. So for the Godzilla store, you can go to site list.
Site list. Okay, top.
Yep.
There's a top row of options here. One is says site list,
Yep.
sites list.
On the right, it says many stores, add to buy. So you want to click on that.
Okay, add to buy many
Yep.
stores.
There we go. Okay. So we can scroll down and you can see this toolbar, install add to buy.
Oh,
And this will add um, a tool, an add-on tool to your browser.
okay. So I click to add to Firefox because I'm using
Yep.
Firefox.
Yep. Click add.
Okay, to get the way I get to the Godzilla store, I just type in Godzilla store into Google.
Yep. Or you
And
can just type in Godzilla.store and
and
it'll
yeah, the
take you
first
to the
result is
store.
Godzilla.store.
Yep.
So click on that. Here it is. Yay.
To use Bai here, so you have to find the Bai section. So you want to scroll down a little bit. You usually show the like the for sale for Japan only stuff first, but here it is. Bai, you'll see it's the proxy purchase service for overseas. You can just click on this Bai link.
Okay, there we go.
All right, so here's
Yeah, so
everything.
here's a Bandai designed by Yuji Sakai.
Correct. Yep.
So I
So if
might
you
want
want
to
to
try to buy
click
that.
on, yeah, you might want to buy that. So click on that, and
And I
then
can, oh yeah, then I can
so
add
you
it. Oh
nope.
yeah,
So
now
you
what do I
don't.
do? No, no,
So
don't
no,
do that.
you don't click that. Instead, this little pop up at the bottom of the page
Oh
will
yeah,
show up.
buy overseas ordering cart. Okay.
Yes.
So then I click add to cart.
Add to cart. Yep. And I think we were
And I've
trying
done,
this
I
earlier,
was trying that earlier, so I did that already, but
so you
okay.
might have
So let me
two.
look at,
Yep.
now I might have two. So let me go to my
Yep.
cart.
Yep.
And I'm going to my cart. Oh yeah, here we
And
are. Yeah, I
there it
got two because
is.
I was playing with this earlier.
Yep. And you can just simply
So here we
change
are
it.
on
Yep.
buy.
Yep.
And yeah, okay, I just want one. So you
Yep.
can, so let's update that. There we go.
There you go.
Very cool. Next up is Godzilla 1984, also a Godzilla Store exclusive. Sells for about $25.
Yes, in the Movie Monster Series by Bandai. So what's really exciting is for the first time in a long time, we have not seen this figure, and this is the first time it's easily accessible. It was originally released as a part of the 50th anniversary memorial box in 2004, which we'll see a comparison later. And that figure, you can only buy it in a box set, which was, I think at the time was pretty expensive. And then also the second time it was reissued was, I think it was like a DVD exclusive, so you would have to buy the DVD of Godzilla 1984. And I'm not sure if it was a lottery or as a mail order in order to get the figure. So it was not easy. And now finally, Bandai took the mold out of the archives and now you can get it exclusively at the Godzilla store. And
Oh,
buy it makes it easy for you.
oh, yay. So it's the same old, you think?
Yeah, we'll see the comparison in a moment, but yes, I'm pretty sure it's the same mold, and the same articulation. So you have the head and the arms and the legs.
Yeah. It's looking good. So you're happy with this figure?
Yeah, I think so. I think this one is more. The only thing is like I wish they painted the rest of the tail. I don't know why they stopped halfway. They kind of did that with Godzilla, Rex as well. So probably to save money or something. But a really nice card here. You have a nice photo of Godzilla walking in downtown Ginza, I believe,
Yeah, and I like
in
the
Tokyo.
face. I like how the face is done.
Yes, yep. They did it. They made this is the suit version of Godzilla 1984. So for those who know 84 well, there's kind of two versions. One is like the Cybot version, which is like a large robot, and then they
Yeah.
actually have the man in suit version.
Okay, so now what
Okay,
are we looking at?
this is the memorial box version. So as we see, the color is a little different. So it's not like pure black. You have some kind of like grays, I want to say. And so you can see the chest. There's some like spots of gray here, whereas it's flat black, unpainted on the new version. You'll notice the claws have kind of like this cream color, whereas on the new version, it's pure white. And so same with the knees.
Yeah, so not as much paint on the new version.
Correct. Yep.
But yeah, it does look like the same sculpt now that you got them side by side here.
Yeah. And same with the back fins. You can see it's like cream, like a cream color on the memorial box and very bright white on the new one. And I think the teeth as well. But
Oh,
otherwise,
but yeah, it looks like the color, yeah, on the memorial box, yeah, the paint goes all the way down to the tip of the
to the
tail.
tip of the tail, correct. Yep. So they stopped on the new version. Not sure why, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I wonder if painting is getting expensive.
It could be. And oh, the tongue is different. You'll see it's a pink tongue on the original and a red tongue on the new one. And I think the
Very
teeth
cool.
as well.
And I think you've said this before, the memorial box ones don't have cards.
They don't have cards attached to the figure, but if I remember correctly, they were like separate cards, but I don't
Sort of came
remember
in the
if I
box.
came in the
Yeah.
box.
Well, we've
Yeah.
shown the box. So check out our video. Yeah, we've shown the 50th anniversary memorial box in a
Yeah.
separate video. So check
In
that
our
out. Then,
our vintage series.
then here's another Godzilla Store exclusive. Varan sells for $20. And this was a contest winner, I believe.
Exactly, a contest winner. So Bandai had or I think it was the Godzilla store on their video. They had this poll where or people can vote for the next Movie Monster Series, and Varan and Super Mechagodzilla were the winners. So Varan is now out and available. And it's a great looking figure. Super Mechagodzilla is on the store right now, so we'll get him through by soon.
Yeah, so remind folks, Varan is in Destroy All Monsters, one of my favorite Godzilla movies.
Yes, and he
And
also
then,
had his own movie, I think in was it 1957?
yeah, around
Um,
there.
yeah, there's a black and white movie called Varan the Invincible.
Yeah, yeah, Godzilla's not in that one, but lots of
Yep.
Varan.
Yeah, Varan's a really cool looking design, I think, and he flies or glides. I wish he had more more footage in Destroy All Monsters, and I wish he could have make another appearance in another Godzilla movie because he's such a cool looking monster.
Oh yeah, so you're happy with this figure?
I am, yeah. He's actually quite big for a movie monsters here, so I was very surprised. He's lacking some paint, but through this design, I think it's more forgiving because it was a black and white movie, and I think he was pretty much brown in other figures. So, and with a little bit of paint on the spikes. Again, they stopped halfway at the tail. Not sure why, but
Yeah, and here's an older version of him. This was from YMSF. Came out in
correct.
2004, and
Yes,
YMSF is like a Japanese company that
yes.
makes some Godzilla figures.
Yes, they make them in the 6-inch scale. So at the time, I think there were a lot of characters that Bandai didn't make, and YMSF kind of filled in that gap. So they made a Varan based off of the 1968 version, whereas the one on the Movie Monster Series, I think this is the original 57 version. Yeah, I think the YMSF is definitely an older figure. You can see it's actually a little dusty. I didn't get a chance to wash him. But they still make a lot of figures to this day, and some of the newer ones, the sculpts are quite amazing.
Oh, and here's another Godzilla Store exclusive. This is Gigan Retro Color. Sells for $22.
Yes, a very shiny one. Like a metallic, I would say like a sea blue or sea green. A sea green, I would say. Yeah, and metallic pink in the eyes. And then it's kind of like I don't know, like is that would you say it's a metallic gold as well
Looks more
or
like a kind of like
orange?
a muddy color, like a
Muddy
brown or something. Now,
orange.
this is
Yeah.
I had a question about that. You showed on his foot. It said 1998, but I
Yep.
believe like what we're seeing now is that he actually was originally released in 2001, and then
No,
later.
no, no, no. 1998, the one right there you see, that's the original. That's the 1998 version.
Oh, okay. Is there also a 2001 version? Maybe my
And
information
I
was
f
wrong.
yeah, well, this is the 2018 version,
And
which
then
I think was reissued in 2001.
okay, so there
So,
was okay, so
so
oh
here are
yes.
the three different eras.
Okay, so is this all of them?
There's more. I didn't get back in the day. I could only afford one version, so I only got they call it the Monster Island series, the one in the back. They had the pink tag Monster Island. Sorry, there was a green tag Monster Island, and then the pink tag was when I think Movie Monster Series officially got Godzilla Island series got rebranded as Movie Monster Series. So I don't have those two.
Okay, so the original was 1998, and that's the one in
Yes.
the middle.
Correct. Yep. And then this one got remade, and I think there's a 2001 one might be the Bandai Creation one that you're thinking of.
Okay, so here's Megaguirus.
Yes, Megaguirus. Yeah,
Yeah,
very rare.
$21. And this is not a Godzilla Store exclusive, but Godzilla Store, I believe, is selling him.
Does sell them, yes. So Megaguirus is a character that we don't see many figures of. And the first time that Bandai released him was back in the year 2000 as it was like a blister pack set. So you could only get him with Godzilla and Meganeuron, the Griffin battleship, and a Megaguirus, I think. I forget the names, but anyways, there was like a bunch of different stages of Megaguirus, and you can only get it as a set, and the only one you can get it separately would be the theater exclusive Megaguirus. So sadly,
And here's Battra, which sells for $21.
yes. So going back to Megaguirus real quick. So I didn't show in this video, but I think this one is a slightly smaller sculpt, probably just a size down, but otherwise the same. But Battra, yeah, it's a new sculpt. Really well done paint work on the back and the head. Kind of wish they added a little bit more paint on the bottom of the wings and like I guess where the abdomen is, there should be red spots there that's missing.
I see, but I do like the color that is on him. It's a very nice, vibrant color.
Yes, they did a great job with the color that is on them. I agreed. And yeah, this one is a really, really good looking one. So I was really surprised seeing Megaguirus and Battra being released at the same time, since both of them are not such popular characters.
Yeah, and here's Mechagodzilla 2002 sells for $23.
Yes, so we've seen a lot of Kiryus, and this Kiryu is a new sculpt, believe it or not. The new parts are, of course, is the blue weapons on the back and on the arms. So this figure is pretty much based on the original sculpt without the weapons, and also the chest. I forgot to mention the chest is different because this is the 2002 version, so they removed some of the extra details. So that's good that they did it because it's more true to the movie. I was afraid that I think some of them, some of the figures, they kind of go the short route. They kept everything the same, just changed the color.
Yeah, and here's Mechagodzilla 2004.
Yes, and this is the heavy paint version. So this was a Godzilla Store exclusive. I'm not sure if this one is still available, but this was exclusive back when it was released. So you can see the differences. It's the same, like main body's the same, but you can see the arm is different and the weapons are different, and also the chest is different.
Oh, very cool.
Yep.
Yeah, and then coming up is a whole bunch of Hedorahs and a whole bunch of Hedorah Godzilla Store exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, we're getting there. But yeah, because they keep repainting Hedorah different colors,
Oh
so there's a
yeah.
lot of different colors to choose from.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a lot of machinery here, a lot of
Yeah.
weapons on Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, so yeah, Mechagodzilla, Gigan, and Hedorah typically get a lot of reissues. So, but I'm so happy that Bandai is actually opening up to some other characters such as Megaguirus and Battra that normally don't get enough figure representation.
Okay, here's one Godzilla Store exclusive Hedorah.
Yep,
It's
this is one of the
retro,
newer ones.
yeah, Hedorah retro pink.
Ooh, very pink. So yeah, this is one of the newer ones.
So you like this color? You like these colors? It looks very vibrant.
Very vibrant. I wasn't sure when I first saw it on the Godzilla Store website, but seeing in person, the pink is actually kind of neat, and it definitely is really bright on the shelf. So, and there's some metallic silver and metallic purple.
Oh yeah, and then also there's the Godzilla Store exclusive Hedorah Gold sells for about $30.
Yeah, again, like very cool but to see like different colors on Hedorah. And this one is pretty neat. It has like kind of like gold and black, so it's different than other Hedorahs. So I'm interested to see where Bandai is going because they're kind of following the path of CCP, Marmot, and YMSF, like repainting Hedorah in several colors. But luckily, like Bandai Movie Monster figures are not terribly expensive, so you can kind of add a little color to your collection.
Yeah, and here's the Hedorah 50th anniversary retro color on the left. That's also a Godzilla Store exclusive. Then on
Yep.
the right is the Hedorah 50th anniversary exhibition, which sold originally at the exhibition for $33. That was a exhibition in Japan.
Yeah, yep. And the Godzilla store did have some of those for sale briefly. So really cool. I nicknamed the Galaxy Hedorah and the Burning Hedorah because those are like the color themes, and I really like those two as well. They came out really nice, and overall, I think the set of four is pretty nice. And check this out. There's more Hedorah, and this is actually it's a brand new sculpt.
Oh yeah, brand new scope. But yeah, and he's just Hedorah
Yep.
selling for about $19.
Yes, normal Hedorah. This looks more like the full-on adult version. And he has the classic the paint scheme. So I really like this one too. And I'm surprised that they didn't make more colors on this sculpt because this is a newer sculpt and they've been reusing the older Hedorah sculpt for the repaints. So curious to see.
Yeah, yeah, maybe they'll get around to it.
Get around to it. Yeah.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah,
And then there's even more. There's here's Jet Jaguar Beta from Godzilla Singular Point. Sells for about $19.
very cool. Yep. And yeah, I think this is a if you liked Singular Point, I think this is a really nice looking Jet Jaguar
Yeah.
2001.
Oh yeah. What's the articulation on this guy?
He has quite a bit actually. Like I think his waist moves, the arms move, and then the elbows move. So and the legs move, of course.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Does the neck move?
I can't remember.
Okay, well we'll see. We'll
Yep.
keep watching to see if you move it.
Yep.
But yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like yeah, I like this beta version
Yep.
more than the first version of Jet Jaguar and Godzilla Singular Point. But if you
Yep.
like the first version more, we they also made a movie monster
They
series of
did.
that,
They
which
really
we're going to
did.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we're going to see in a minute.
Yep. And I
Which
actually think they did a really good job with the singular point figures because there's a lot of paint on this, as you'll see. See, there's a lot of like even the piston, what do they call this suspension or the springs are painted red here. So if you don't get the SH Monster Arts version, like this is actually a pretty good stand-in, because it's overall it's has a similar colors, minus a few details, and you don't have the weapon, but pretty decent size, and you can move the arms as you
yeah,
see
yeah, there's
here,
the elbow movement.
the elbow, yep. And let's see what else. Yeah, you can do the different poses.
You tried to move the head and it did not
It
move. It
didn't
looks
move, so
like.
yeah, it's fixed.
But yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But a lot with the so there's the knees.
The knees and the legs.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so
And I'm glad. And there's the waist.
yeah, so for a movie monster series, you're getting got good amount of articulation, and all of their singular point figures have good sculpt and decent paintwork.
Yeah, as we can see, here's the other Jet Jaguar from Godzilla Singular Point. Yeah, shorter, a little more shorter and stubby.
Yes, just about to say, yeah, stubby. And we notice there's differences like the chest and I think the head is bigger. All right.
Here's another Godzilla Singular Point figure. This is Salunga. How do you say it?
So that sounds good to me.
Yeah, Salunga sells for $19.
Yes, and this is based off of Gabara from Godzilla's Revenge. But Salunga here had a pretty big role in Singular Point. Not sure what he was trying to do, but he was trying to destroy stuff.
And here are two more Godzilla Store exclusives.
Yes, these are Gojihan-kun. So they're $12 each. And these are the new versions that just came out. And this is the gold version and the silver version. So Hamtaro is an animated hamster character that was really popular back in the early 2000 era. And there was a collaboration with Godzilla with the GMK movie as well as the Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla movie. So this is based off of the Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla movie back in 2002. And we can see this is Gojihamukun gold version.
And there's also, let's see here, we got a blue, green, and red version too.
Yes, yep. And we can see from the tag, this is based off the versions from the Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. So there was like a short film of Hamtaro.
Yeah, and here's a gold keychain.
Yeah, so this was these figures are actually based off of the figures back in the 2001 and 2002 era. In like the collaboration. I think this was a theater exclusive. So you can have little Hamtaro inside a Godzilla suit.
Oh, what's this one?
All right, this is a tiger version based off of the mascot from the Japanese baseball team. And there was a collaboration back in 2002 where Matsui Hideki was a baseball player. He was nicknamed Godzilla from his size, and he actually played for the New York Yankees.
Oh, very cool. But oh yeah, yeah. So was a nice limited edition here.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
this was
Hanshin.
exclusive.
I've got the name. It's a Hanshin Tiger's Yellow. But oh, there's more.
Cool.
There's Gojiban. So here we
Ooh,
have Gojiban Anguirus on the left and Gojiban Rodan on the right. These were $8 each. Why is he
yep.
Radon instead of Rodan?
It is Rodan. It's just the Japanese characters is Radon. So it's
Okay.
RA instead of RO. I think the in when Rodan came to America, I think Radon was named after a rat poison. So that did not go well with the character.
Oh, interesting. And then here's more. Here's Minillan and Little.
Yep. So Minilla, or otherwise known as Minya for the US folks, and Little is based off of Little Godzilla from 1994. But these are the Gojiban versions, which are puppets from this
Oh
short
yeah. And
film.
here's the Gojiban Godzilla.
Yep. And he's based off of the 1964 Godzilla version, because I think that was the cute version of Godzilla. And there's
Oh
a whole
yeah.
family of Gojiban characters, and
Oh yeah. And then
yep.
one also we'll mention there. Here's one more movie monster series that's on the way. Which
hmm
one was that?
That was the Super Mechagodzilla, which was another contest winner.
No, cool. And again, as we see, there's other ones upcoming.
Yeah, a lot of
And
cool ones, and I'm really excited to see the Manda and Final Wars Hedorah, because we don't have any, we pretty much don't have any figures of those characters.
here they all are together.
Yeah,
So
all these
quite a bit
characters.
of stuff. And again, as we've shown you, it's like our thanks to Bai is actually a sponsor of this video. So our thanks to Bai.
Bandai is still going strong, and I really love the variety of all these Godzilla Store exclusives.
Oh, absolutely. This is Heisenberg.
And G Forever, hope you enjoy all the Bandai Movie Monster series from the Godzilla Store, and bye.